welcome back. Now with 70 star Division 2, DrogieSR versus BroMario28. I'm commentating alone for now. Maybe someone will jump in later, but I don't want to promise anything. But yeah, we got Drogie with that hot 4959 S70 BB. And then BroMario got a 5128. So quite a big difference. And not even that, Drogie has been doing fairly well in the league as well. He's currently 6th with 301 points, and BroMario is last with 55. So we'll have to see how this plays out. I don't want to hit the nail in the coffin, but this is such a huge gap. At the same time, though, this game is, you can never really guess what's gonna happen. There's so much that can go wrong, and so much will go wrong most likely. Speaking from experience. So, alright, we already see that. I didn't see if BroMario was on US as well, but we got Drogie on US, which is faster for 70 star. So a good choice, saving the free 1 to 2 seconds. Alright, and those should be ready. I think Drogie is still checking. Yeah, checking the file is deleted. Don't want to like start up your console and then just load an unfinished a file where you have like 13 stars or something. You would have to go back and delete it separately afterwards as well. So happens easily. Like sometimes you just forgot if you delete the file or not. There we go though. Off they go. Let's see if BroMario's joining. No, actually in Japanese. Of course, as always, you see that early lead from BroMario just because of Japanese being a little bit faster in the intro. But differences like text boxes, as well as text scrolling faster, makes 70 a little bit faster. Of course, there's some other stuff because Japanese does save some time in 120 star over 70 star, but you don't do those stars in 70 star, so you don't have that kind of time save from, for example, the iRock star where the text is awful in US. And out they go, lucky to skip. BroMario, no problem whatsoever. Drogie with a slightly different setup actually. So BroMario just tried to make the camera as straight as possible so you could actually just see how much to the left you are, because you have to kind of land on the left side of the bridge. And now already the next trick coming up. Have to grab the bomb, re-grab it, and the bomb pushes you back. The bigger it gets, the more speed you have, and ooh, Drogie not able to actually correct that angle. That was not the angle you want to get while throwing the bomb to flip through the gate. Alright, there we go. I don't know what happened there. It looked like he holds slightly down right. Or nothing at all. He might have just not changed his angle at all. Wasn't able to hit that down notch, because usually with that camera you just have to hold down and it gives you the perfect angle. Ooh, interesting going to the left there. Lining yourself up so you can... Yeah, probably just likes the spacing better for that. To be able to like hit the wall and turn around. And a hot 0.6 from BroMario. Let's see if Drogie can match that. That looks good. That also looks like a 0.6 actually. Oh, a little bit off, but well. Might have to consider forfeiting after that 0.1 difference. It's already over. But yeah, first big thing in the whole run, I would say. Bomb clip shouldn't be as much of a problem, but it can go wrong, as we just saw. But this stage is... Ooh. If you watched runs, you will see that most people, 90% of the time, reset on this stage. Because, well, In runs, you have to get everything perfectly, or you kind of want to. Ooh, and BroMario not able to jump at the right time. He like jumped way too high. And Drogie at the same time, ledge grabbing the cage. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, I think BroMario wanted to go for the blue coin there. But the piranha was still awake, and while it's awake, you can't jump on it. So, had to back off. But as I was saying, there's a lot of stuff in this stage that's super hard to execute. And doing it perfectly, because since it's the first stage in the run, you kind of want to do it perfectly. It's too easy to reset over mistakes that early in the run, so... Ooh, and Drogie going for that texture setup as well. It's hard to judge, and that's a miss. It's hard to judge if that was actually like good or not, because I cannot see the texture that's used to line up Mario's hand with that well on the restream. I only see it on my CRT as well, so... Other than that, falling down BroMario didn't really mess up at all, it seems like. Drogie already able to catch up, because that falling down on 100 coins is definitely a huge mistake. Well, then again, Class messing up Class, and the second time he did go for the regular setup, which is a lot more consistent. BroMario doing the same mistake as Drogie. Let's go in the cage, so cake. There's no cake there yet. Let's grabbing the cage. Ooh. Oh, and both runners actually were going for the coin ring first on this 100 coin ride. Makes it a little bit easier to grab the cycle. You can, of course, grab 5 coins in the beginning, but that makes this cycle that they're going for in this route a lot harder to get. When BroMario getting that was texture sub, right? I hope I saw that correctly. It saves around like 1 to 2 seconds, so that's a solid time save for him over Drogie. Does he have enough coins? Oh, yeah, he does have enough coins. Drogie missing 1, but that's not too bad at all. And not being able to get that side flip, Mario might have just turned the stick around too much. That's what that looked like. If you're doing that too early, or like before Mario hits the ground, you changing the angle doesn't really get registered by the game. So, not too bad though. Easily able to back that up. Cannot back that up though. You have to fall down all the way. That's a weird triple jump. What was that? He like completely lost his speed and wasn't able to turn around on the slope. Drogie just missing. I'm sorry. And Drogie just missing the womp, like not being able to get the correct dive angle. I've never seen that before. That's a new one. Not that big of a gap though. Like 4 seconds. We'll see. It seems like 3 or 2 seconds actually only. So all the mistakes I've had, BroMario a little bit heavier on the womp's mistakes than Drogie, but Drogie did have that bomb clip handicap, so... Misses the fence. Oh, but that's even worse than missing the fence. BroMario ledge grabbing the moving platform instead of being able to triple jump off of it. And just like that, Drogie takes over. Yeah, I was about to say, missing the fence isn't too bad. You can just, instead of getting the triple jump, you just long jump into the slope, which is a little bit slower, but not that noticeable at all. And weird stair bonk there on BroMario's side. Alright, let's see if Drogie can redeem himself. Got a 0.7 in the first one. And gets another 0.7. Let's see what BroMario gets. If BroMario gets another 0.6, that was way... He lost a lot of speed there. Did manage to kind of save himself though. It was looking like he was not gonna be able to turn around at first. a little bit of, having a little bit of trouble there. And of course, getting that Mario Cam for lag reduction there. Whoop. Solid flying from Drogie. It's not that easy to grab those first turrets, and same for BroMario. Like, when you have that much speed with flying, it's... As soon as you touch the controller, you just go into the direction way too fast. It's kind of hard to control sometimes, so you have to be really careful, especially for those first turrets. But really good wooden cap from both as well. Man. It's kind of something that I've noticed as well, like the other red coins, you can actually save a decent amount of time if you know how to keep your speed while flying like that high for the third and fourth, for example, and knowing when to go down. And now, Dark World. Let's see how this plays out. That's a really solid start for Drogie. Definitely able to get a good elevator cycle here so that you can actually get your gear cycle, which is the cycle that most runners go for in RTA, since it's the most consistent, and you do have some time to spare. Ooh, you don't have time to spare to die because no BroMario is in the lead, gets bopped by the Goomba at the same time though. That's actually massive. You can fall off anywhere in the station and just die. That makes it so horrible. It's not that hard to execute sometimes, but you do have that factor that knowing you can die anywhere easily, it's kind of scary. And once you get scared of something, it's just when you're just messing up. Also not able to get that speed kick, but I think that Drogie is still good for this one to get the shake cycle. Oh. I was actually... that was really weird. He single jumped onto that and kicked just to make sure to not fall down. Yeah, that's more like a normal cycle. Like one cycle later than Shigeru cycle. I was about to say that's not high enough, Drogie. Oh, this is awful. This is so awful. Being this far down after just because of Dark World? And that's one of the worst parts to die on. Almost the latest in the whole stage. BroMario accelerating. Accelerating into the door while accidentally sliding off the fence. Oh man, this looks really solid from Drogie though. Third time's the charm. Getting that hot gear cycle. Make sure to jump high enough this time and not bonk on the dive. Ooh, goes for the side flip instead of going for the double wall kicks. I think it's a little bit slower than double firstie, or maybe even quite significant, but if you don't get double firsties, then the side flip is better. Alright, 11:35. I hope I'll remember to check on what Drogie will get on the CCM door touch to see what kind of lead BroMario's got. Going for the hardest walkers work start, this is quite risky. If you actually do manage to bonk, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just watched first and then talked. It's not such a huge death though, because it's... You're barely in that stage, like, you don't have... There's not much time you have to go down to go to the position you have to be in. Like 10, 15 seconds maybe. Doesn't get the strat either, but he's still rocking that hot lead. Now, it might as well just be better to compare their wall kicks with work times. So 12:28 for BroMario, and see what Drogie's got. Because on the CCM door touch, Drogie is over a minute behind already. And we're seeing the CCM 18 from BroMario. That's probably what he goes for usually. Okay, that's weird. Getting stuck on the corner. Usually you have a lot of speed. like backwards momentum to touch the door with that. We're all just getting stopped there. Going for the long jump wall kick. And Drogie doing the same mistake! So it didn't even matter that BroMario died as well. Oh, he's already down to 3 lives. Died 3 times already. And also, what is this? He also bonks as well. Falls down. Not the same way as BroMario, but still. BroMario going for the safety red. Really smart. Going for the consistency there. He's able to miss 3 coins within the slide now. Which makes it a lot more bearable racing the penguin. Racing the penguin can be tedious. Okay, already missed 2 coins. He's got to be a little bit careful now. Can miss 1 more. So if he didn't grab the safety red coin, it would already be dead. He would have to redo the race. And luckily the penguin didn't fall off, so... We've seen that before in a race as well. It rarely happens, but it can happen, so... I definitely speak for CCM17. I like that way more for races. Or just in general, I guess. But I'm also really used to it. And Drogie also opting for CCM18, so we're not seeing routing differences. Like, we've already seen people going for CCM17, so they would do the 100 coin star with the slide instead of racing the penguin. Ooh. So BroMario is like almost a whole going for that jump. I don't know why he went for that. Usually you want to Z-drop the penguin if you go for that jump. Like, you can let the penguin go and then talk to the mother. So you would save the putting the penguin down animation from Mario, which is kind of cool, but he didn't seem to go for it. He just got the single jump. You do have to single jump and walk a little bit for that Z-drop to work. So, yeah, as I was saying, almost a whole penguin race ahead of Drogie now. Going into BBH. Oh, thank God. Usually after this part of the slide, you're pretty safe on the race. If you still see the penguin, you know he's not falling off. And he didn't like push you away or able to grab any coins. So Drogie is pretty good on this as well. Thank God, he's already kinda far behind, so needs to make sure to not fall even farther behind. There's not really much going on in BBH, if I'm honest. It's kind of like a really quick stage. You only grab 2 stars. Man, when's someone coming up with a route where you can just skip this? I do feel like it takes forever to go to BBH, but yeah, we still do it. So not able to get that side flip. Goes for the different side flip afterwards. I think it was looking like he wasn't going for that at first, but might have just missed the input, not being able to turn around at all. And just as Drogie enters, BroMario already out of there. Going into what I see is the next big obstacle after like Worms is SSL, shifting Sandland. There's one trick that's really hard called Pillarless. And again, we try to just re-grab the bomb to get that backwards momentum. And preferably you want the biggest bomb, and you only have 1 frame to grab that. So, oof, it's hard. You can also do it with a medium bomb, which is 1 size smaller, but that just makes that trick harder, and the trick is still like already quite hard to pull off. There we go. Yep. Not re-grabbing the orb, actually making it explode. Press B a little bit too late, and now he's actually going for a Talon Star. Alright. He's had so much time, I figured he might just go for the other star, the other backup star. But yeah, since you only grab the 3 stars, you only have 2 backup stars on this stage. If you mess up Plas more than 2 times, that's when starting to panic. But grabs the big bomb, has a lot of speed, goes for the quick regrab and the jump off the slope. Okay, I didn't expect that. And a really clean double jump. Ground pound skip there. But yeah, you can just clip through objects when ground pounding, which is really cool. So second try for BroMario. And Drogie already there with Big Bomb, not even missing the bomb grab. Tries to... Okay, that was a weird double jump onto the slope, but gets the jump off the slope. Alright. A little bit of trouble getting into the pyramid, but not too bad at all. Definitely looking promising. No deaths on pillarless. That's what I'd like to see. Seen a couple of meltdowns on that trick specifically. And also no fly guy trolls too. I know what makes that fly guy move sometimes, but you try to go to the right of the pillar to avoid that, and it kind of works. I still get trolled sometimes by... I just noticed the scoreboard is 30-0 at cheese. Oh, BroMario getting bugged! He's almost dying! That was... okay. I was taking another 4 there. I didn't even notice the scoreboard until now. Yeah. Solid recovery from BroMario. Didn't have to take that second burn. But the camera angle probably messed him up there. Yeah, I was just about to say the fly guy is kind of random sometimes. Good we didn't see anyone falling down on the fly guy in SSL. Let's see if BroMario can get clean triple kill on his side. You can get bullied easily on that star. Sometimes the bullies will just push you into the lava as well with them, or you will just miss one. Ooh, really nice movement from Drogie there. That was clean compared to what happened to BroMario. Damn, that was so far off the edge. BroMario almost falling to the lava there. But no dust at all, manages to get that long jump. I think if he would have only gotten like 1 gram of dust, he would have already slipped off and Drogie not able to land on the fire shooting thing. Decides to go for the big bully there, probably the best decision. He was already too late on the I guess moving platform cycle, so he couldn't go to the 3 bullies. Oh, that's interesting. The triple jump strat. You don't see that too often. Gets it very nicely though. A little bit of trouble on the wall kick, like the angle was quite far off, he had to ledge grab. Oh, and there we go. Just that looked like an okay-ish ground pound, but 1 bully just slipped through. Didn't get pushed. I had to correct that mistake, but clean back up, clean recovery. And BroMario already out of there. The only like real mistake was the wing cap start for him. Drogie already like down 2 stars. see. He's going for the long jump strat. Again, a small time saver over the triple jump strat for setting up the lava boost. And really nice execution as well. In that case, if you land that far back, like Drogie was really close to the bully, it's probably best to just do the triple jump and grab the pole, because at that point, doing the glitchy pole long jump thing, I don't think it really pays off. I don't think it's really much slower to the triple jump pole grab in that case, so it's around the same, pretty much. That was a really clean triple jump from Drogie as well, really fast. Barely any time spent on that double jump. And while this amazing swimming action is going on, let me just talk a little bit about pace. Our first live event in like only 1 month away, actually. Exclamation mark pace if you want to know more. SM64 70 star, D1, SMO any percent and Celeste any percent. Any percent. Minus live. In a live setting, that's gonna be really interesting to see how runners will actually do in a live setting. All these top runners. But yeah, now that Drogie is in the swimming, he might... Ooh, that was a clean first chest. Drogie is known to be a really good swimmer. He's got a few, maybe even more than a few single-star world records on swimming stars. He's really close to the whirlpool. That turn was so clean. Nice. I don't think BroMario was that much different, but Drogie was actually really close to that last chest and got the turnaround really smoothly. And no manta turtles on BroMario's side. That's good to see. If you managed, like, he grabbed the first ring, but if you managed to actually miss the first one, like missing the star there. But yeah, if you did, that was weird. Had to turn around a little bit, but if you do manage to miss the first ring, that's when it gets scary, because the rings don't have a nice hitbox, and sometimes you just don't know what's going on and miss them. Luckily, didn't happen for BroMario. Damn, already in Fire Sea. Still a significant lead. Gets a really clean beginning. The cage part is probably the hardest, and the Kuma part afterwards. And gets a ledge grab. As I say that as well, as I say, it's hard. Not able to get a double jump there, right? Yeah, you probably cannot get the early cycle anymore. Nah, that's definitely a normal cycle. And again, Drogie is having some time there on the Manta Star. He didn't have to swim, like turn around to grab the star. Maybe BroMario should do some swimming single star. Yeah, it was actually going well until the tiny mistake. But again, Drogie is so close now. If he gets this early, ooh, that was insane. Okay, is he actually gonna go for the new triple jump strat? Doesn't get the wall kick though. That's something that Ark just shared earlier. Ark Circum. Or Isamun, I don't know what. So many different names, but yeah. Isamun shared it on Twitter, and that's actually kind of a new strat now. I don't think it's too worth, but you can grab the early cycle really early. Drogie's still managing to get it, even with those mess ups too. Didn't even have to wall kick, but ooh, he decides to ledge grab. That's probably the best thing he could have done there. Like, I might have taken the burn on those kind of elevators instead of when they're that high. Yeah, this is not such a big lead for BroMario anymore. Too much has happened. So 28:06. I was still like over a minute behind in CCM, so it's not even 30 seconds behind now. Wow. And 30 seconds? That's nothing. Yeah, that's a 24-second lead for BroMario. And only just like halfway through. It seems like BroMario is setting up for the double box break there. He gets it as well, nice. Misses the coin though, and that's kind of the crucial part about this 100 coin star. You're only allowed to miss one coin in the entire route, and then you already have to go for backup coins, which is not too bad. You do have one box at the end that contains 3 coins, but still it is kind of a time. He didn't grab that blue coin, I didn't even see that. He missed one blue coin. Okay, did he just kind of go through it there? Oh, he missed it to the right. He barely like avoided it. Okay, I'm trying to think of where he's gonna grab enough coins. I think he has to go quite out of his way to grab extra coins here. Yeah, he has to grab that coin box, which... yeah, there's not really anything else he could do in that situation. And now Drogie it's almost caught up already. Gets that, but that's not too big of a time loss. And grabbing the check here, quite weird position, probably due to being that late. He still has to grab backup coins as well. And Drogie having a little bit of a meltdown himself, trying to go to the shackyard. But yeah, as I was saying, BroMario still has to grab these few backup coins, which you would usually get if you missed like only 2 coins. It also gets burnt. I think Drogie's in the lead now. The text box is he actually in the lead? He actually is in the lead. Just like that, and went right with 100. By a few frames, Drogie took the lead. And also because of the text box. You saw how BroMario had one more text box. That's because of the Japanese version, whereas US only has 1 text box. Oh man. Like 1 text box on the 100 coin stars. And BroMario also missing the triple jump wall kick there. A little bit too far to the right. Missing the side flip as well. And that's probably the star where you definitely want to get it, because it saves the most on this star. It saves like 3 seconds. Don't quote me on that, but it's definitely more than the other. Going for it for the other star, the top of the town star, which people also go for, but it doesn't save as much because you can just grab the elevator really fast on this star, and you have to go quite far to the end of the cage thing to go up to the top of the town star. And BroMario is still going for that, doing the same mistake though, too far to the right, too scared to go too far in. Because if you're too far to the left there, you might as well like bonk on the platform above you, which would cause you falling down all the way into the water. Oh, that's a nice little triple jump from Drogie there. And just like that, Drogie actually saved so much time in Dry World. How the tables have turned, like... I didn't expect that at all. Crazy. It's a really nice beginning on Drogie's side. And that looks good. That's a good setup for the triple jump. Didn't go into Mario Cam though, which saves a little bit lag, but that was still clean. Because going into Mario Cam is kind of risky. It easily messes up your movement. Maybe we'll see BroMario go for it, but he also decided to just take the view, but not high enough on the dive. Actually takes a bonk. But yeah, both runners deciding to just go for the consistency and see where they can triple jump. Ooh, that's a cool camera from Drogie there, going out of the pipe. No mountain clip, but that was super clean movement. And mountain clip is only like a second, so it's whatever, really. Ooh, is that reverse counterclockwise order from BroMario? That first piranha plant is actually really risky. If you do manage to not get the Z input, the psychic input there, that means you automatically just fall in the water. So damn, I think that's also only a frame faster if you do it perfectly. Like comparing perfect piranha plants one another, but yeah, I like seeing that, those small optimizations. Oh, ooh, okay, I didn't expect BroMario going for the mountain goat. That was sweet. That ending wasn't so sweet, but let's just look over that. That was still sick. That camera looked like he was actually gonna go for the similar strat that Drogie did, but yeah. Oh, and that's the first lock walk from Drogie, no problem. Also gets the triple jump. It's not that easy as it looks like, and if you do get caught up on that hill, you have to kick your way all the way up to the top. If you just drop like the double jump or the triple jump, it's kind of slow. And I was gonna say that doesn't look. What is BroMario? Is he actually gonna go for breezes? Well, not breezes, but breeze full. That's no way! Oh my god, no way! Okay, that's just awful. And Drogie also missing that last red. But yeah, that's what you want to do with breezes. You can clip through that mountain because of the fence texture, fence object. But BroMario doing that while falling down, the game just completely destroyed him there. You cannot be ready for that. There's no way you could react to that. I wonder if anyone has ever saved it with ground pound, or if that's even possible. Oh man. So unlucky. Like, you even already take the breeze and then you still fall down and Drogie at the same time. Having some trouble getting up this time. Just as I was saying. All this spaghetti in TTM. Oh, this stage is awful. Third easiest stage, by the way. Most people might say that. I hope they disagree now. This stage is really hard. Oh, but Drogie going for breezes. Alright, that's not the good... Yeah, that was not a good angle on the wall kick. And... well, actually, the angle was probably fine. But the spot where he wall kicked was a little bit far to the right. I was scared he was gonna clip through the mud as well. And at the same time, BroMario just falling down. He just doesn't catch a break, and he's already done all the backup stars as well. These guys making my throat dry in TTM, dude. I've been talking too much. There's too much going on. Oh man, dude. But yeah, I actually forgot that BroMario did die on the slide star, so he still had that as backup, but still. He still has to get both mountain stars. He fell down so many times. I think he actually had a good chance on catching up to Drogie, but there was just so much happening in TTM. usually you see like TTM not going too horribly, and the lead switches in Tippy. Like these kind of mistakes, spaghetti mistakes, happen in Tippy a lot as well. So I'm not ready for that. I've had enough spaghetti for the next year, I think. Drogie actually looking... I think he's still on a really solid pace here. Actually, never mind. This is HMC late, oh my god. For a second I thought he was already about to go to Tippy, but they still both have to do HMC. So instead of doing Snowman's Land Reds, they get the second MIP star. Which not only allows you to go to upstairs and fire C faster, but also saves like a second too. Ooh, really nice move from BroMario. Also gets the ground pound. I'm not sure if he's high enough or not. He is, alright. Nice. He's still fighting. But as I was saying, now Drogie's gonna go do HMC and grab the second MIPS. Wait, is BroMario going for the double jump strat? What? Drogie missing MIPS, not being able to grab it. Just gets the backup though. Not too bad. But yeah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that BroMario goes for the double jump strat. Drogie also taking a small... Drogie. I also didn't see some stuff, but they didn't seem like anything that Drogie was really messing up a lot. And speaking of messing up a lot, BroMario just taking a fall right as he enters HMC. Oh, dude. See, he's not allowed to mess up like that. He's already so far behind, too. Getting that juicy resync. Alright, let's see. Doesn't overshoot this time on going up there. And gets the triple box jump right away. Only one more HMC star to go for Drogie. And he's already gonna head up to Tippy. Alright. These balls are being very nice to him. No Tron G on Drogie's side. Ooh, misses the star with his dive a little bit. BroMario missing the Christmas Miracle too. Well, not 2 because Drogie actually got it, but 2 in terms of messing up even more because they already died in HMC. Has to back up with that That was really weird. I'm pretty sure he got the triple jump wall kick, right? But for some reason he wasn't high enough to actually get the switch press. And then again, you can just do a double jump and a kick and still get the switch press. That switch is weird. Alright, as Drogie enters hell, BroMario is finishing up HMC. He still has to grab 2 more stars, 1 more star. And Lakita Bounce attempt for Drogie here. It's a really nice turn. It looks very good. Yeah, Lakita was in a really nice position, but doesn't get the second jump on the slope. Goes for the backup red, falls down a little bit. Misses the side flip. This is where it starts. Ooh, that backup. Let's go, Drogie. I've never seen that backup before. Oh, it's really hot. Alright, and now BroMario has a little bit of time that he can save up on Drogie just because of that slope mistake after Lakita bounce. There you go, second attempt for Drogie. Gets a really nice side flip again. He was really close to the edge, but it seems like that's his setup. Oh, he decides to go all the way up to not grab the glitchy part of the pole. Because if you do happen to grab the bottom of the pole, you have to mash B to actually get up there. That could have ended really painfully for Drogie there. Lucky he managed to ledge grab and just get the backup jumps. That was a first hit from BroMario, but still gets the bounce and gets the really fast grab. Barely has to mash B there. Like, you have to press B at the same time as you grab the pole to get that good grab, but let's go, the legend falls all the way down. Okay, also goes for the backup reds first. Most common backup star to get. Oh, misses the red. Decides to just let slide all the way down. Okay. Okay, that was probably a really good decision. I wouldn't have thought about going below that platform to the other red coins. And meanwhile, Drogie had a really solid turkey triangles too. Oh man. It's a really nice swing in the breeze as well. Has survived Remember Right with not too many mistakes. And BroMario is lucky to bounce mistake. It's just so unlucky. That's no way that just happened. Oh my god. Oh, he gets the glitchy wall kick on the worst possible time ever. He was not able to set up for Lakita bounce that way. Never have ever seen that. Dude, oh my god. I mean, he could have gone a little bit more to the right to avoid that glitchy wall kick, but no one would ever expect that happening. Oh, and Drogie having a really nice CC100 start. This is not looking good for BroMario. Drogie's tippy has been super solid so far. And there we go. Has to mash B a little bit, but not for too long. Meanwhile, Drogie not getting that wall kick. Oh my god. That was a scary angle. On the side flip wall kick. BroMario finally grabbing the Lakita bounce, the cruiser star. Lakita bounce star. But okay. I mean, that's better than getting invisible ceiling there on the long jump, which can happen. Kind of, the bomb kind of saving him there, but not high enough to... It's the death for Drogie, oh my god. Oh no! And it's like almost tied up again because Drogie just fell down all the way from the top. BroMario just has to nail this beginning, this backup. Oh god, that's... Drogie was not high enough to get on the platform and then decided to kick, and you cannot ledge grab once you kick in the air. Well, almost tied up might be a little bit off, but it's quite close again. Drogie again has this really solid beginning there. And BroMario not going for TC100 first. Going for time jumps on moving bars first, and I don't know, I would always try to just get TC100 out of the way, as it's a brutal style as we just saw, and oh my god, that was a pretty good reaction on Drogie's side. He held back all the way instead of holding forward again and avoided falling down like that and still grabbed the coin. Also grabs the Thwomp. I think he actually tried to go for the really fast wall kicks. Okay, I was quite lucky on Drogie's side. It just went down right as he was on like biggest hate, I guess, on the side flip. Highest hate, yeah. And BroMario also killing it on the beginning. I would say that for TC100, the beginning is probably the hardest to execute perfectly, but as soon as you reach the top, that's where the game punishes you the most. So, he's not safe yet. But yeah, getting like a good beginning sets a good premise for the rest of the TC100. While Drogie also having a really solid first TC moving star. It's actually really hard to tell how close this is now. We'll have to wait until they both finish TC. Neither of them grabbed Toad first, so... Oh, actually, did BroMario grab Toad first? I'm not too sure. We'll just have to see once they finish TC. Also, a little bit of trouble there. Going up, and a little bit of trouble as well on Drogie's side. He decided to go for an interesting triple jump, okay. And now BroMario still has to do all the moving stuff, and TTC Reds as well, so he did grab Toad first, I think. Did he do TTC Reds? I'm so lost in the sauce. Actually, in the spaghetti. This run has been full of spaghetti. Ooh, the nice wall kick on Drogie's side. That was nice. Yeah, nice. And he only has 1 star left, so... Man, that's such a huge lead. Still, after falling down too. Speaking of falling down, this is... I'm not reading a script, guys. I'm 100% serious when I say that. BroMario just doesn't catch a break too. These runs are hard to bear. But both of them really keeping it up. So no Toad after TTC from both. No. Can you back? You can back this up, and Drogie actually not be able to back it up, but doesn't die, just falls down, has to go up all the way. Ooh. And at the same time, BroMario nailing his last, see, moving triple jump wall kick. But still, 1 whole red star behind. Drogie heads to bits. It's not over yet, guys. The gap is not that big that I would say Drogie has this in the bag. I'm not so sure if BroMario is gonna grab that star. He's definitely not grabbing that star. Way too far to the right. Okay. Now the gap is quite big, but Drogie has only nailed the first big obstacle so far, the triple jump in the beginning. onto the moving platform. And Drogie actually decided to go safe here, not opting for any of the triple jump wall kicks. Just grabbing the poles. Gets the amazing triple jump on the end, at the end. And doesn't go for the roadster either, so he's in the pipe. Only throws left. BroMario also nailing the triple jump in the beginning. Neither of them fall down. Ooh, and that's already the first. Go. That's not a second. But BroMario also falling down. Giving Drogie some time with these throws. That's a second, only one more. Drogie, and that looks really good. There we go. Winner of the match, DrogieSR. Alright. But BroMario can still grab a decent amount of points. Just has to finish these throws as fast as possible. 54-22. If BroMario gets all these 3 throws, then should still be not even a minute behind. Well, I'm actually not sure how many points that is, but it should be more than 10. But that's one miss. Only has to get one more throw though. And unlucky we won't have time for interviews because we are already onto the next match. It should be happening right now, but gotta let BroMario finish first. And there it is, still in the 1 minute range, so should be around like 10-15 points for him, I believe. And next up, we're gonna have Super Mario Odyssey, Equan versus Rails the Autumn. Stick around for some hot SMO action, and we're gonna have SM64 RockShock19 versus Ouija. Just after that, well, not almost, a little bit later than just after that, but yeah. That's it for me. That was a really exciting match to watch. So much spaghetti. It was really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stick around for SMO, and have a good one.